everyone. So let us solve this question number 13 of NIFT 2025 paper, which is saying choose the correct meaning of the underlined idiom. At Christmas, even the elderly paint the town red. So this is an MCQ. There are 4 options, but it also has negative marking. For if you get it correct, you will get 1 marks, but for every incorrect answer, 0.25 will be deducted. Now, let's come back to the question. It is saying elderly paint the town red. Definitely that doesn't mean that they will indulge in rioting, nor it means that spilling red wine, not at all paint the house red. So here the correct answer is having a lively time. This means having a good time in social gathering. So here the correct answer will be option 3.
Hello students, we are discussing solutions to NIFT 2025 paper. This is question number 45. Let us see it. An employee wishes to reach his office, which is 27 kilometers away, in 48 minutes. He covers 1/3 of the distance in 12 minutes. So what must be his speed so that he is able to cover the remaining distance in the remaining time? Okay, so it's a very simple question. So what is the data given? The total distance is given. The total distance that is given is 27 kilometers and the total time that I have, the time is 48 minutes. Now they say 1/3 of the distance has been covered. So what is the remaining distance? The distance that I would need in my calculation. 1/3 is gone, that means 2/3 is left. So what is 2/3 of 27? Let's find. 3 ones are 3 nines are. So 9 into 2, 18 kilometers. This is the distance that I'm going to need in my calculation. Okay. So for the distance part, my calculation is done. Now let's talk about time. So they say to cover the initial distance, 12-minute time was utilized. So what is the remaining time? So remaining time is going to be 48 minus 12, which is giving me 36 minutes. Okay, so now I have the time with me as well. Okay, the remaining time is how much? It's 36 minutes. Now there's one little problem. You cannot just directly go and calculate now speed is equal to distance upon time. The reason being what? If you look at the options correctly, what is the unit of speed given? It is kilometer per hour. So distance is in kilometers, no problem. But the time that you have, this is in minutes. So you have to convert minutes to hours. So how do you do that? You divide the minutes by 60. Okay, so the time that is needed would be 36 by 60. So how much would it reduce to? 6 6s and 6 10s. Let's keep it as 6 by 10. It would be easy for calculation. So my final answer is now speed is equal to distance upon time. The distance which is there is 18. The time which is there is 6 upon 10. So how would this further look like? 18 into 10 divided by 6. So 6 ones are 6 3s are. 3 into 10, 30 kilometer per hour. That would be the speed that would be the speed that is required for the remaining distance in the available time. Okay, so your option 1 or option A, that would be the correct answer. I hope the question is clear. Thank you. Hello everyone, we are discussing solutions to NIFT 2025 paper. This is question number 50. It says A and B together can knit a sweater in 10 days and A alone can knit it in 15. So how many days will B alone knit the sweater? So it's a very basic question of time and work. So what we'll do, we'll write down the days that they have given. So for A alone, it takes 15 days. For B, how many days I need to find. And if A and B both work together, they are going to need 10 days to do the work. So what is the method saying? We'll have to assume the total work. So I'll assume the total work as a multiple of 15 and 10. So the minimum multiple that I can go with is 30. You can work with the other multiples as well, like 60 or say 90. Your answer would be same. I'm going with the minimum units. So let's assume that 30 units is the work that they have to do. So now if I find 1 day work unit. Okay, so what would be 1 day work unit equal to? 1 day work unit for A is going to be 30 divided by 15, which is 2 units. And if I try for B, it would be 30 divided by something. So obviously I'm not able to find how many units B is doing. Likewise, if I try for A plus B, it's going to be 30 divided by 10, which is giving me 3 units. Now obviously when I'm saying A and B together are doing 3 units in 1 day, of which I obviously know from here what? That A is doing 2 units. So how many units would B be doing? Definitely 2 plus something is giving me 3. So what should that something be? It should be equal to 1 unit. That means B is performing or is completing 1 unit of job in 1 day. And what is the total job to do? It's a job of 30 units. So how many days would be take? It should be 30 divided by 1, which is equal to 30 days. So which option is correct, guys? Definitely the correct option is option 2. I hope the question is clear. Thank you. Hello students, we are discussing solutions to NIFT 2025 paper. This is question number 53. So basically you can see a graph is being given. So what are they telling you? In XY axis graph, which linear equation would plot as follows? So what you do? Try to go with option eliminations, okay? And check which equation properly verifies the graph that they have given. So how do we do that? So see, for the first equation, let's try to go with minimum values, that is substituting x and y equals to 0. So if I go with the first equation and let's put x equal to 0. So if I put x equal to 0, what is the value of y as per the graph? Let's check. If x is 0, the y value, how much am I getting? I'm getting the y value to be 3. But as per the equation, if x is 0, what is the value of y you're getting? Y value you get at 6. So definitely option 1 is impossible. Let's go with option 2. Again, let me put x equal to 0 for option number 2. So if x is 0, what is the value of y I get? I get y to be equal to 3. So is it getting verified? Yes, when x is 0, y is equal to 3. That is fine. Now let's try the vice versa. What is that? Let's put y equal to 0. So if y is equal to 0, what is the value of x? X comes out to be minus 3. But now if you look in the figure, when y is equal to 0, what is the value of x? The value of x is 9. So that tells me option 2 is also incorrect. Likewise, now let's go to option 3. Again, let me put x is equal to 0. So if I put x equal to 0, what am I getting? I'm getting 3y equal to 9, which gives me y to be equal to 3, which obviously is justified in the figure. So that's okay. Let's try with y equal to 0. So if y is equal to 0, what am I getting? I'm getting x to be equal to 9, which is again verified in the figure. So what is the correct answer to this question? Is definitely option 3. There's no need of trying option 4 because this is an MCQ question. There's only one correct answer. I hope the question is clear. It's an easy one. Thank you everyone. Hello students, we are discussing solutions to NIFT 2025 paper. This is question number 56. Let us see the question. A circular design of radius 14 cm has 12 equal sectors as shown in the figure. The area of the shaded region is. So we need to find the area of the shaded region. Now first of all, the sectors that they have divided the circle into, they have clearly said they are equal. So instead of finding area of sector and stuff, what I can do is, can I find the area of the entire circle? I can. What is area of circle equal to? Area of circle is equal to pi r square, right? What is the value of radius over here? The pi value is 22 by 7 and radius that I have, they say it's a radius of 14 cm. So let's say 14 into 14, correct? Let's say this is equation number 1. Now, if I can somehow remove the area of these sectors, the unshaded one. Okay, so how can I do that? Now just check. If I club these 3 sectors together, don't you feel it's going to form a quarter, right? So area of the unshaded region, if I see, what would it be? It would be 1/4 of equation number 1, right? So 22 by 7 into 14 into 14. Am I clear? So this is my equation number 2. And now if I subtract equation 1 and equation 2, then definitely what am I going to get? I'm going to get the area of the shaded region, and that's what I'll have to find. So let's do that. So equation 1 minus equation 2. So what I can see is this factor 22 by 7, 14 into 14. It is same, correct? So let's take it common. 22 by 7. So let's say the required area is equal to equation 1 minus equation 2, that is 22 by 7 into 14 into 14, and in the bracket I'll be left with 1 minus 1 by 4. So the remaining factor would be 22 by 7, 14 into 14, and 1 minus 1 by 4 would give me how much? It's gonna give me 3 by 4. So let's do this math. 7 ones are 7 twos are, 2 ones are 2 twos are, and again 2 ones are and 2 sevens are. So what is this giving me? This is giving me 22 into 21, which I can easily solve how? 22 into, let's make it as 20 plus 1. So 22 into 2 will give me 44 with a 0, plus value of 22. So how much is the total coming out to be? It's coming out to be 462 centimeter squares. That is option 4. Again, a very easy question. I hope you have understood. Thank you. Hello guys, we are discussing solutions to NIFT 2025 paper. This is question number 63. It says, choose the figure from the option which is embedded in the pattern given below. So it's an embedded figure question. So all you do is observe each of the options and then compare it with the available figure. So if I go with option 1, obviously I can straight away say it's not available in the given figure, and so does option 2 because there is no vertical line between triangles available, right? So option 1 and 2 straight away gone. Now for option 3 and 4, you just have to verify carefully. Now if you go with option 4, this perpendicular line which is there, it's not present. It's slightly slanted, right? So that eliminates option 4. Now I'm left with option 3. Obviously that's the answer. And if you try to look out this pattern in the given figure, this is the image that has been embedded. I hope the question is clear. It's a very easy question. All you do is carefully observe. So that's it with the question, everybody. Thank you. Hi students, we are discussing solutions to NIFT 2025 paper. This is question number 65. Let us see the question. Pointing towards a girl in the picture, Rashi, a girl, said, "She is the only sister of the son of my brother's grandfather. How is Rashi related to the girl in the picture?" So this is a blood relation question. So what we do, we carefully divide the question into parts and then we draw a figure and then we read it. So what are the characters currently in the story? So we have a character Rashi. Now definitely they have given me Rashi, a girl. So we know the gender of Rashi. Now what is Rashi talking about? Rashi is talking about a girl. So let's make the girl over here. Right? Now what does Rashi say? That she's the only sister of the son of my brother's grandfather. Okay? So Rashi's brother's grandfather, that means can we obviously say she's actually talking about her grandfather, right? So Rashi's grandfather. Now what is the girl doing there? She is the only sister of the son of my brother's grandfather. So Rashi's brother's grandfather's son, that means we are talking about Rashi's grandfather's son only, right? And who would Rashi's grandfather's son be? That would be the father of Rashi and her brother, right? And who is the girl? She is the only sister of that son. So if she is the only sister, can I not say that Rashi's father's sister is actually the girl, right? So she is the aunt of the girl. But the question is saying, how is Rashi related to the girl in the picture? So that girl is Rashi's aunt. So what would Rashi be? Rashi would be her niece. So the correct answer would be option 1. A very easy question. I hope you have understood. Thank you. Hello students, we are discussing solutions to NIFT 2025 paper. This is question number 67. Let's discuss it. Identify the pattern in the following sequence and choose the correct figure from the options below which follows the given sequence. Okay, so we have element by element. Now if you look in one stretch, it seems to be a little confusing, but it's not. Just break down the figure at each of the squares and then try to figure out how each of the element is moving. So if I go with this 0, right? So in first figure, this is my first figure. 0 is at this position, so let's say that's 1. Now if I go with the second figure, it's going to position 2, right? Then if I go with the third figure, it's going to third position, likewise 4 and then 5. So obviously in the answer figure, at which place is gonna be? It is going to be at this place. Now based on that, if I look at the options, the option 3 and option 4 are gone, 1 and 2 are left. Now similarly for the plus sign, if we try to go and find at what position it's moving, quickly try to do it. This is position number 1. Then at the second one, it's here. Then third, fourth and then fifth. So what is the sixth position? It's going to be at this place. So based on that, if I try to eliminate, first option is gone. The second option, that is going to be the correct answer. So it's a very easy question based on figure series. I hope you have understood. Thank you. Hello guys, we are discussing solutions to NIFT 2025 paper. This is question number 68. It says, choose a most appropriate mirror image of the given figure from the 4 alternative givens and the mirror is represented by MM. Now what do we need to understand in mirror image? The left becomes right and the right becomes left. The entire thing in the figure is going to be at the same position, there will be just a shift. So based on that logic, if I try to check the question, definitely option 1 and 2 is not possible because they have kept the image as it is. All elements will change from left to right, correct? So this structure is going to go on the right side. So based on that, 3 and 4 is possible. But again, what? When this is going from left to right, obviously the darkened section is also going to get flipped, right? So this highlighted one will be on the right hand side and vice versa. So based on that, option 4 would be the correct answer and not option 3. Option 3 has to get eliminated. So that's it with the question. I hope you have understood. Thank you.
Hello everyone. So let's do question number 95 of NIFT 2025 paper, which is from General Knowledge and Current Affairs section for 1 marks. And again, there is a negative marking also. If you get it wrong by chance, then your 0.25 marks will be deducted. So here the question says, the term used for silver and gold metal embroidery is, options are Zardozi, Foolkari, Kashida, Chikankari. Yeah, so the correct answer here will be Zardozi. Zar is actually a Persian word. Both are Persian words, Zar and Dozi. Zar means gold and Dozi means to embroider. So that means literally this means embroidery with gold. So Zardozi is the correct answer and it looks something like this. You can clearly see here Zardozi. Then let us learn little bit more about these other options also. Fulkari is something like this. Kashida is something like this and Chikankari is something like this. So here for this question, the correct answer will be option 1.